For you, this is what I get to. So the customer's cut all the head of the bolts off. He's cut into all the cylinder head. Try to drill that one. So we're set up in the milling machine. My milling machine's not too high, so I've had to use a collet chuck with a drill bit. I'm just going straight up 10 mil and I've sharpened a nice cutting point on the drill. And we'll go down and bore it all the way through. Got quite a few to do. Alright, so we've drilled down through all the holes. So hopefully now I can pry the head off. And there should be, they're 32 mil of depth. I've drilled down about 25 mil. So hopefully there's 8 mil of thread sticking up, and that will give me something to grab on and hopefully remove the threads out of the block. If not, I'll have to continue drilling the threads out and coil the block. All right, so we're gonna try, and now I've started lifting a little bit. So just hit it softly without breaking anything off, because these tabs aren't the strongest. So just get a punch and slowly tap around. The customer wants to try and save the cylinder head. Bit of a tedious part. You can see the customer's damaged a lot before he came to me. You're going to try and find the thicker parts to hit on. Start seeing that lift. Sometimes I wonder why I take some of these jobs on, but I do enjoy it. The only thing, I usually don't work Saturdays, but because Christmas is coming up, I'm trying to get a few jobs finished. Keep the customers happy. Keep the wife unhappy. I had the young fella down here this morning. He was pulling on the handle. He enjoys getting down here. Must be something here, but there's not really much to hit on through this centerpiece. Just not letting me come up on that back side. I don't really want to pry too much in any areas because obviously the gaskets have to seal. I probably won't pry, I'll just keep hitting. Just something on this back edge that's catching, because I obviously can't hit anywhere through the middle here. And then I guess the bolts in the center catching and not letting it, just rocking it. That's pretty good. Probably get a bar in here and a bar in here. Just slowly pry, softly pry up. Yeah, looks like there's some dowels in there as well. This is what we're looking at underneath. This is all getting bore and honed and refreshened up. So as you can see, with the drilling, pretty good. That's what I expected. And then with the one sharpen of the drill bit, so that's how I sharpened it. I drilled out every single bolt with that one sharpening of the drill bit, which is pretty cool. Right, I'll get this off and then we'll look at removing all the bolts. Right, so gasket's all off. Sometimes you get a bit of damage through areas, but being an old ski, not too concerned as long as the ceiling faces are fine. They'll deck all that and do that. Look, with the bolts, I'm not going to show you how I get them out because I can usually get these out without damaging the threads, but if any snap off, I'll come back and I'll show you drilling them out. Just got a few secrets, so I can't show everything, but yeah, I'll get these out and the job will be done. With the two-stroke jet ski, we've got all the bolts out, so I'll be able to just run a 10x125 tap down them, clean them up and send the job out. Then what we're going to do, we're going to get 11mm drill bit and we're going to clearance drill all the corrosion out of these holes. As you can see, they all close up at the bottom. So we'll drill all them out and then it will go back to the customer. They'll deck it, bore and hone, and give it back to their customer. Alright, so I made a bit of a mistake before there. Actually 10x1.5 is the thread pitch. Again, I always try and start by hand. I've been doing this for years, so I can use a drill. Just be super careful if you're not used to doing it. Set your clutch. That way when the tap hits the bottom of the hole, as you know, the clutch on the drill will click in and just a bit safer for you. So sort of show you got a clutch here, so probably number 7, and then I can just go all the way, clutch it out. Which probably for me the clutch is probably better anyway, because then I don't have to think. And because we're just cleaning these holes, corrosion out, I don't really go back and forth. You can, if it gets a bit tight. I wouldn't recommend the drill either. I'd probably, if I was doing it, probably for my first 5-6 years of doing broken bolts for my own business, I never even used a drill. Everything was by hand. Obviously tapping, obviously drilling them out, I used a drill, but everything was by hand. As you can hear, the wife and the young fella are down here. Again, he just froths on everything. Hey, bud. Just loves it. Usually he plays with the air gun and uses all my air. Quite annoying. Probably the swarf going on the ground isn't the best, but my wife's Japanese, so shoes are on outside the house and shoes are off inside the house. So I know someone will probably comment, oh, there's stuff on the ground, he's going to get stuff in his feet. But he's not allowed outside without shoes on. As you can see, I'm pretty generous with the cutting compound. Just pretty much aluminium corrosion is aluminium oxide, quite wearing on all your tools. So pretty much you can get grinding stones made out of aluminium oxide. Don't know the compounds and composites and all that, but all I know is this can wear all your tooling out. So pretty generous when I'm doing the corroded aluminium. So yeah, that's all finished. Head's all drilled out. I'll give it a bit of a blow off, brake clean, and send it back to the customer. And then I took this plastic water cover off just so I didn't break any of these fittings while I was working on it. And the customer had already broken one of the holes. The customer had already broken that one, and I broke these three undoing it. So I'll get these out and repair them, retap the other threads, and they'll be finished, ready for deassembly, and hopefully the customer can get it back just after New Year's or before New Year's. I'm not too sure what they've organised. Thank you.